side. Because if you have been following this guy, you know what he is up to. This tournament alone, I think I've seen like 2 or 3 different like smash combos videos that you could make out of it. So let's see what happens here in game number 1 of iStudying versus Supahsemmie. iStudying on the Greninja, Supahsemmie on his patented Young Link.
Yeah, and small battlefield, of course. A pretty neutral stage, honestly, for both these players, it seems. Can get their extensions in, but also have a good stage or a little bit of room to both maneuver around. Of course, not as big as PS2. And you instantly see what we're talking about. Just safe options in the mid-range. With Supahsemmie now with a couple of good hits going in, 60% already. And iStudying very little to answer to, only 3.7% on Supahsemmie. Isn't that like one water shuriken, I think?
I think so too. So far, iStudying has been struggling. You can see how Semi is willing to give up some space on the stage just to throw some projectiles and just tack on that extra percentage. It's very hard for iStudying to really get anything done without overextending himself. So we're seeing this very slow-paced game where both players are okay with getting just one hit in, if iStudying could get a hit in.
Yeah, I think you also have to keep in mind is Young Link's frame data, and especially on Shield, all of his stuff is like -6, 7 at worst.
Yeah.
And Greninja doesn't really have anything to answer to that, especially if he gets jab locked into the forward smash. But usually, if you are iStudying, if you are in Shield as Greninja, you have to respect most of Young Link's stuff. And it can be very annoying to deal with once he gets in there. You're gonna get kind of rushed down as Greninja.
Alright, the down air on Shield is actually safe. So once again, we see iStudying in this troublesome situation. Just a jab for now. We'll tack on some extra percentage. But what can Semi perform from this state? We've seen a lot of drag down forward airs in earlier sets. That seems to be the tool of choice to perform these ledge traps with. Bomb coming out, but iStudying finds a way out. It's still struggling, still behind.
Yeah, but he is slowly returning to the neutral, but as soon as he gets put back at the ledge by Supahsemmie. Out of neutral, out of Shield, such a great option. Gets the drag down forward air, wants to get a read in, but iStudying not giving in to that. He's playing it safely. Neutral air almost getting from center stage. Bad position here for iStudying. He needs the forward air and closes it out. Second stock taken from Supahsemmie. This is kind of the opposite we saw of the first set in top 8. We have 2.5 minutes gone. Supahsemmie now still in his first stock, and iStudying almost at the brink of defeat.
Yeah. Ooh, just barely misses the Hydro Pump. So Supahsemmie gets another chance at this first stock. iStudying, of course, still with the control. Semi finds his way back to the middle, and now it is once again iStudying vying for that middle of the stage. Very hard to get down throw to up air, and the weight. Can iStudying get back to the middle?
Wants to get a cheeky wall jump into the forward air in, but iStudying is just going to slowly recover from the ledge from below. Now Greninja doesn't have the best option here to keep people in check at the ledge. He does have the forward air, does have the neutral air, but Supahsemmie being so slippery himself is going to escape that ledge trap very effectively. Now is in prime position to get a stock, but iStudying answering quickly with a forward air. It's going to clear the first stock for him, but still this could be over with a boomerang at the ledge, honestly. Gets a dash attack to get him off stage, and iStudying now has to recover and get off that ledge.
Yeah, does so successfully with a jump, but gets jabbed again. So precisely the same situation, but now Supahsemmie seems to have overextended just a bit, but it's fine in the end. Just reset, so the bow coming out, of course bow setups also very strong, but now iStudying with his first string here, and Semi loses his second stock. And this is scary, because you can lose your stock very early as Young Link, but that will not matter here. Getting the neutral air will secure Semi's game 1 win.
What I really noticed is once Supahsemmie was up 2 stocks, like he still has 3 stocks, he started to overcommit a lot, and that's usually a position you can get away with if you are so far ahead. But if you overcommit continually with and then SD due to that overcommitment, it is going to close the gap very quickly. iStudying playing very defensive in the last couple of interactions, kind of realizing that that was going to be the case, and then still making it a last stock situation for both. Of course, still big percentage difference, but it kind of shows what iStudying can do if you start overcommitting a lot, if you start overextending a lot.
Yeah, definitely something to watch out for as we go into game number 2. Hollow Bastion will be the pick. We'll be seeing a lot of Hollow Bastion in this top 8. Seems to be a favorite of many players. Now, iStudying is starting off with a good jab block, but the boomerang was still flying around, coming to Semmie's help. Definitely a secret third character entering the arena here. Neutral air.
That boomerang is absurd. It's almost safe on the shield, but against Greninja, it is safe on the shield, basically, at close range. And that starts most of Youngling's combos as well, so this will be a very dangerous tool to work around. Good retreat by Supahsemmie, realizing that dashing from iStudying. Now, mid-stage, actually using a lot of more water shurikens, it seems, when coming down. They can be shot down with the fire arrow and the boomerang, but you have to throw them out. It's kind of a check for Supahsemmie there.
Now on the platform, can you escape this situation? Good shielding by iStudying, good weight, and just makes it back to the ground. Now needs to finish off this stock quickly. The water shuriken will secure the stock. Going very deep for iStudying. Of course, as Greninja, you can do that. You have those high jumps. But Semmie will return the favor, down tilt to hero spin. And iStudying now on the ledge.
At the ledge, position where he can kind of struggle, especially against Younglings. Like decent ledge trapping, but Supahsemmie has been very good in developing that ledge trap of his. Now iStudying back at center stage, gets a boomerang in his the back of the head into a forward air. Supahsemmie closing out the first stock. iStudying still in a bit of a lead, but it looks a bit better for iStudying. Looks a bit more refined, gets the hits in more often, but now Supahsemmie is starting some big damage here. 62% for iStudying and a greedy down air. Not going to be punished, but is going to reset the neutral.
The explosive combo, the first one of the set really just came out, 62% of a single jab lock. And now we see iStudying trying to figure out how to get past this barrage of projectiles. Does so with the roll. Still, jab coming out.
Gentleman gonna send Supahsemmie to the ledge and a roll in, read to the grab. Again, another grab from iStudying. Wants to get the backer in, but good DI from Supahsemmie. DI is out. Now is gonna reverse the situation. Back throw to put iStudying on the ledge. Boomerang to keep him in check. Actually, great position there for Supahsemmie. Wants to get the jab in for the roll, but iStudying not completely getting destroyed by that. Bomb on the ledge into dash tag is going to secure the second stock. Supahsemmie looking a bit more clean than the first stock. And iStudying has to regain the control he had in the first stock now.
Yeah, there's definitely been some changes in the way these two are playing, which at first caught Supahsemmie, I think, a little bit off guard, because iStudying was playing a very much faster paced game. But now Supahsemmie seems to have caught on and is just hitting him with the backers over and over again. 66% already on this last stock. iStudying goes very deep. I thought maybe just a little bit too deep, but makes it back.
Actually, great recovery there from iStudying. Doesn't win the water shuriken to push Supahsemmie and his hitboxes of the hero spin into him. And just safely recovers back to that 82%. Is a dangerous position again. Boomerang or arrow into forward is going to be the kill confirmed for Supahsemmie here. Almost gets the bomb in. But now iStudying at the ledge. Rapid jab from Supahsemmie, adding on some percentage. And it looks more dire by the second for iStudying here. Gets the downer through the platform. Strong hit is going to secure Supahsemmie's second game.
Yeah, and this is starting to look pretty scary for iStudying. Being 2-0 down already and offering, I'd say, not too much counterplay. It seems like these games are going mostly in the favor of Supahsemmie. It's going to be very hard to come back from this, first and foremost because you need to find a way to destroy Semmie's game plan. And second of all, you need to do that 3 times in a row.
Yeah, for sure.
That seems to be pretty difficult, but we've seen iStudying do it before.
I was just about
against
to say.
Lapis, so who knows what will happen as we enter game 3 here on Battlefield.
I was just about to say that the reverse 3-0 is not out of the question. Of course, it is a whole different caliber of player. No disrespect to Lapis, but of course, we are talking about the #2 player in the Netherlands. So it is going to be a big hill to climb for iStudying here. As we're going to go to Battlefield, making those platforms can be the staircase that iStudying.
Seems to be pretty hard to come back from.
And actually, Supahsemmie with these jump mix-up, we saw that earlier in the set, like, from Azrael and Ramses, jumping around and mixing up your options is such a dangerous game or dangerous situation to be in this game, especially if you do not have great out of shield options. You kind of have to respect what the opponent is going to do. You have to be mixed to get out of there.
Yeah. And I was talking to Space just a couple of days ago, an interview, and he really was discussing about how much better Dutch top players have gotten at jumping and mixing up their options from jumps. It's really something we can see here that's coming into fruition for both these players. But Semi has been plucking the fruit, so to say, getting the nair here. Another bomb in hand. This could lead to some very scary situations.
And of course, the nair very safe on the shield from iStudying, but a parry neutral air from Semi is going to be the answer for that. Actually, iStudying in a lot of trouble now. That down to 4 is going to secure the second stock for Supahsemmie, still sitting very healthy, honestly, on his first stock. iStudying losing the grips of this set is his last stock in winners, potentially, if he continues to be dominated like this. Supahsemmie extending that combo with a great grab there. 52% iStudying. It is not looking good. Oh, Boomerang is going to be the answer there. But no 4 there, confirmed there.
Oh, I love the ledge trump into going for the Boomerang. The returning Boomerang will set up for another jab. The neutral air will push iStudying all the way to the edge. Another jab will push iStudying once again to the edge. Trying to go for another ledge trump. Doesn't quite get it. But falling back here into up smash secures game 3 and secures the set for Supahsemmie.